morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A.D. Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. Thank you guys for being here and welcome. So, today we are discussing friends. How many of us have them? Woo. All right, let's go. You need to be like a break. All right. What's up, Lisa? Good morning. Blessings. Always. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Make sure you share. Because sharing is caring. Indeed, indeed. Put that there. Spliggity splow. Today we're talking about, do we need friends? Maybe just me. This morning, it may be just me. Pastor's still recovering, so giving him some rest. So we got to see if my other brothers will come through, or I'll be all alone. You are all alone. so, so again, I appreciate you guys for being here, being a part of all that we do, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you guys' support, all those that come through on the replay as well, helping us grow in subscribers and followers, all those algorithmic numbers and things of that nature, the metrics that we measure our success by. I appreciate you helping us expand our reach and touch other lives. Our goal here at Brothers of Legacy is to, help other brothers grow and become better men, focused on the community. As our slogan is, we don't stand out, we stand up. And, we are venturing into new spaces, going towards the end of the year, just pulling a more formidable plan together in tactics. So you being here is a huge support. Make sure you also supporting the podcast. If you've missed any broadcasts, definitely check it out. My goal is to actually do some extra work on the podcast, as far as, stuff that you may not catch here, just some little spliggets and samples and things of that nature. But again, I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us, and being a part of all that we do. Hey, I got a question, right? This is a off the wall question. And if you're watching on replay, please put in the chat answer as well. Have you guys heard of what's called lo-fi music? Lo-fi music. So if you don't know what lo-fi music is, it's kind of like a really smooth melodic, generally instrumental-ish. And it's kind of like a mix of kind of like a vibe, jazzy-like beats that just off just a little, but it's very relaxing, as far as it helps you kind of concentrate. It's like not relaxing into a sleep, but relaxes into, helps you think kind of music. And I got connected with it probably like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, and let's see, never heard of it. So, it was like one of the first 24-hour channels on YouTube, and there's a few 24-hour channels that are continuously going, and we can talk about how they do it, because I figured, took me a while. I did some research. I was like, how are they doing that? But 24-hour channels, and so they've been going for a while. So recently, someone hit them with a copyright strike, and if you know anything about YouTube, once you get hit with a copyright strike, automatically, just to kind of check what's happening on your channel so that they can analyze it, they put them down, like they stop their live stream. So if you ever done YouTube doing live stream, once you stop, now YouTube has to process your live stream, before it can come back up. Now they're not. Remember, 24 hours. It's just been running for a good while, about some years or a year or so. So it's like if you look on there, it's processing 20,000 hours. 20,000 plus hours is being processed because it's, because they stopped the live. And it's funny because I think about how much, YouTube is free. You have advertisers, what's up, Mama Corey? Great morning to you. You have advertisers, but YouTube is free. And that's a lot of space. 20,000 hours. So I think it's probably the second time in their history, because I think they lost their account one time. So I don't know where they get their music from or how they do their music, but I'm sure they operate on the up and up, especially if you're running an operation like that. And so I see all that, and it's like nothing to do with the topic today. I just was thinking about, have people listen to it, and I think about like people that follow. You ever see like someone with 1 million subscribers and you ask other people about them and they may have never heard of them. Never. You're just like, man, they got like 5 million subscribers. And it's funny you find populations of people that have never heard of something. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's billions of people, I guess. Are we at the billions probably in the world? And it's always wild. Like, we have a term where we call it Black famous. Like, there's famous, then there's Black famous. It's like, oh, they're known throughout all the barbecues. They're just not known to the larger population. It's like, unless you're into these things, you're not going to know who that is. Like even gospel artists. Some folks don't even know who John P. Key is. I know it will just blow your mind. Like, I did not know John P. Key. But he's almost like Black famous. Just saying, if you don't listen to gospel, like there's country music singers that people know about, they'll quote names, but it's kind of like almost like white famous, And so it's just a real segment. Just tripped me out. All right, so we're gonna get into this topic. It's gonna be me. We're not gonna be long unless you guys conversate and keep the ball rolling. But I kind of I was on the edge of two kind of conversations. One was the expectations of friendship, right? What setting expectations of friendship? My wife sent me a clip. I'm gonna attempt to play it because it's real short. It's from TD Jakes, but you know how copyright works, and I don't know how they do it. And maybe I don't know how they cover on YouTube. Like I need to learn that. But definitely an interesting segment about friendships and expectations. Just friendships, like friends, and how do you set expectations? And Sam was mentioning things yesterday, and we wasn't like really trying to clown. I just didn't know how to look at it, how to approach it. Because you're right. Because we set expectations with all of our other relationships, but setting expectations as friends, just my homeboy. Like, what's the expectation? Sometimes a lot of things are assumed. A lot of things are assumed. The best friend moments. I don't know. Like I hope that anybody I've been friends with didn't consider me a best friend and I not consider them the same. But is that wrong? Is that wrong? Or is there something wrong with it? Like I don't know. Because, like we spoke about yesterday. But let me do this first because I like to break it up because it's the part I want the podcast people to hear, my little clownery fool. Kind of my warm up till we get the funding. I'm gonna have a warm up guy. This is my warm up, just to kind of get into the flow of things. Let's see. Let's do this, and we'll be right back. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Let me get my energy up a little bit. Sharing is caring. Appreciate you guys for being here. All right, be right back right after this.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
This episode of Brothers of Legacy is brought to you by AT&T. If you're looking for spotty service all over Atlanta, trust AT&T will not come through. All right. So listen, today it's just been bad service lately. Welcome my podcast people. Welcome my YouTube folks, Facebook, all you guys. Welcome to the Brothers of Legacy. Again, I am your host, A.D. Walker, the Pusha D Grower. All right, let's see. Let's do this then. All right, just give me 1 second. Let's do this. All right. All right. If you're coming in, I think I'll send. All right. Sorry. So this is gonna be an interesting conversation. Cool. I got somebody coming in the building. Let's see. Welcome to. Let's see. Do this. All right. Let's do this. Copy. All right. Again, I appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Lots of people, because I'll stop talking. So listen, today, again, we're talking about, do we need friends? And sometimes, and we're going to dig into the expectations too, because, I was teetering. I hate when I change, because now some people maybe want to hate expectations, but they're thinking it's all about friendship. But just come in. Whenever we talk about, it's always broad. I try to keep it as broad as possible to have specific conversation. Let's do that. And do this. Nope. All right. So paste. There we go. All right. So like I said, today we're talking about, do we need friends? We're going to talk about setting expectations. I'm going to play this clip real quick because it's interesting. Actually, I'm going to wait till my guest gets here. Well, the family, my brother from another mother. And we talk about, no one wants to be alone. Not necessarily. I mean, you could want to be separated. You can not want to be around people all the time. But keeping it 100, no one wants to be just alone. Can we agree on that? No one wants to be just alone. They may want to be left alone at moments. And I know for me, like my younger to adulthood, I struggled having, working to have friends, like really staying connected. Like I struggled, just because of who I am, okay. It said play. Okay, I'll play it. So struggling to have friends and, setting those expectations, because friendship takes work. And it's funny, I was watching a lot of videos on this. Like, friendship takes work. Friendship takes wanting to connect with somebody. And it's actively participating in developing a relationship. So I'm going to play this, which is going to lead me to kind of some of the conversation we'll talk about. My wife sent this, and this is kind of why she was talking about expectation. All right, let's turn this up. Hopefully you guys hear this. Hopefully I don't get flagged. Maybe if YouTube, because Facebook usually block me first. YouTube will flag me later. So if it blocks, just go on to YouTube. All right, let's go.
You stop calling me, I stop expecting you. I text you, you don't text me back, I stop expecting it. I stop expecting it to control my frustration. I can't control your call, but I can control my frustration. And I refuse to give you that much power over me. So once you show me that I can't expect it, I can't be frustrated by that I don't expect. You stop calling.
All right. Expectation. So if someone's calling and you don't call back, or you're calling them and they don't call back, or they don't pick up, or it's kind of like, or you feel like this relationship is one way, do you kind of sever ties with the friendship, or do you put your friendship in a different space? Because a lot of times, like we talked about, like we said before, like I was just saying, uh, hoping that someone's expectations of our relationship is the same and not like they revere me higher than I look at them, you know, only because I guess it could be one of those awkward situations they ever said it out loud, like, yeah, they're my best friend. And then waiting for me to say, yeah, they my best friend. Like, oh, you know, at this stage, um, I don't know, like best friend. I probably have great friends. Like, yeah, this is a great friend. Like, there's my level, there's the good friend, there's the I friend. You may never say out loud, you know. And then with the space we talked about yesterday, yeah, they cool. They're in the cool space because there may be some character flaws that you can deal with, that you rock with, but gives you a little pause and a side eye. Because we have people that we're connected to that we like, that we um, you know, appreciate being around, but they may have done something, that just, that bothers you. Now, even if you say something, even if you had it out, it can leave in and leave a mark that never goes away. You know, you could I 100% believe in forgiveness. You forgive, and we still have a relationship. It's just now in certain spaces, I like I talked about giving the key. If I gave you a key and you did something in my home, then it's like we cool, but you ain't never gonna get this key again. Like I can't trust to give you this key because you went in my house and you moved something, you took something, or you did something that wasn't cool, And as a married guy, as a husband, real talk, like if you go in my house and do something and my wife gets bothered by it, it's like, yeah, you on the outs, dude. Like, like, because now it's like, I can't, what you would call it. I can't, um, I'm sorry, heard a noise. I can't, there's, nothing I can do that can, really change it. Like we still cool, but if you leave a mark on the spouse, on your wife or something, because all of us guys been through that moment. Like we cool with somebody, then you do something, you're like, now you made our relationship just a little harder, because she may forget, but she ain't loving you or liking you like she used to. So now, like some things can get lost in that shuffle. So the do we need friends and the setting expectation, that's I'm gonna change it up, but that's what we're talking about today. So I'm gonna bring on my brother, like no other, a friend, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna real talk before I bring him on. Like, I don't know, like the whole new friend thing, because I've known him in adulthood, and some of my other guys, like it's I'm nervous to have friends. I don't even know why. Like no one's ever really gut checked me or really done something real bad to me. But it's like that trust thing. Like if you ever story, like took me a while, even with my wife, to really give her all, share everything, like give her stuff that she can turn right around, weaponize, and have me balled up crying. Like just break me, like, or hurt me. But yeah, so this friend thing for me, honestly, is tough. I don't know, it's how I grew up. And my friends growing up wasn't horrible. Like we did stupid boy stuff, hurt out each other's feelings with certain things. But I don't know. Friends is like rough for me. All right, so let me get him on. Welcome back to the stage, all the way from Kankakee, Illinois, Pastor Brian A. McCrory Sr. Yeah. Welcome back, Pastor.
Good day, good day, good day. Lisa, Mom, hey, how you all doing?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. coming back
from the bed,
Yeah.
from the coffers of COVID.
Oh man. All right, let's see. Let's do that. All right. Oh, good gracious. Oh. Didn't mean to put that up. Don't ignore that, guys. I was trying to.
They coming.
Right.
See?
I think Pastor Bring, I ain't seen them
here.
since.
Look, I jump on here and then Eric.
Oh man, there we go. That's what I meant to hit. There you go, Pastor.
Bless you,
Take it easy.
Samantha. I'm trying to. I am. I know I'm hard headed, y'all. But hey, Richard, how are you, sir?
Oh man. Oh, so yeah. So again, I'm probably will be shaping this conversation. Oh, all right. Hold on. Coming straight out of Florida. Let's go.
Bless you, Lisa.
Mr. Reparations in the building. All right.
Ephraim, how are you, man?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
Good.
Let's see.
Better. Today's a better day.
It's a habit to you, but not sure. I should be.
I know. I'm gonna hear that later. I know.
Hey, Alicia. Good morning. All right. It's nice to be back. All right. So, wait a minute. Let's go. Block. Okay, get my block game up. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
We up there now.
Look, somebody trying to make a friend. They're trying to make
right.
Wrong show, my boy.
Right. All right. So we're talking about friendship, right? And expectations. Like, so because Sam kind of threw a curve at me and Curve yesterday, and how to set expectations as a friend. And I was like, there's never, and as far as I know, and y'all may have a different experience, I've never had a formalized friendship talking. Right. We definitely said, she said, you're gonna have to work on your lighting. You look like somebody in one of those news specials, right? That don't want to see their face and the voice change. Well, what happened? We were friends. I'll tell you what happened. Hey, good morning, Keita. So she threw a curveball, the expectation, like a formal conversation about, when you're in a relationship, like, hey, boo, this is what I expect, this is what you expect. When you're in a business relationship, you're like, all right, Pastor, this expectation, you're gonna get this half, I'm gonna get this half, you take care of that, I'm gonna take care of that. When it's most relationships, right, there's a formalized conversation. And I get it. But it seems like, and Kaneem kind of alluded to it as well yesterday, our expectations are set by our actions. Like I'm like, hey, just so you know, I won't be on tomorrow because I'm moving. I'm packing up moving. And he's like, when you moving? I was like, I'm probably gonna get like 8. He's like, all right, I'll be there by 9. Like just off the straight. All right, I'll be there. And you show up, it's like, oh, you went from here to here. Like it's the action, like, hey, I'm going through something, I need to come pick you up. Quick story. I'll share when my mom passed. She's actually she hadn't passed yet. She had a stroke and she was like in a coma-like state. And I had to leave to New York. Wife had to work. I called Pastor. He's like, "You want to come get the kids?" When folks, these kids, these children, and without it, he just jumped in, like, I got you, and I was like, he went to there. It was like, you just gonna come get the kids, so it was just a moment that you just like, okay, it solidifies relationship, and I guess it's not all just about doing, because I won't be like, well, you only a friend with someone they do something for you. Nah, it's not. It's not really. It's just being there. It's just because sometimes you might not have the money to like, I need, I'm struggling. I'm about to lose my house. I'm $10,000 behind. I ain't got that kind of money. I can see what I can do. Like, you need me to help you move. you need me to take you somewhere. Like, I need to cash this check. That'll help a little. Okay, I'm gonna come get you so you can go cash that. I'm just saying, like, do my part. Somehow, like, You know, because you ever hear someone, you just like, ooh, I wish I could change your situation. Because even you're going through a divorce, it's like, you can't make that better. You could just like, I can sit there with you. I'm gonna come hang out. Like, make sure you don't do nothing dumb. You know, like, man, I feel like I'm gonna do something dumb. Like, all right, I'm gonna come sit. We're gonna watch something. We just gonna hang out. Just keep you from doing something dumb. He said, ask him. Right. And it's a Sam said, Pastor ain't call all day asking when you gonna get off. When you come and get these kids. What time you get off? You know? Right. It said it wouldn't have meant right. It said on the flip side, if he hadn't stepped up, and would it have mattered? Right. If he just like, I'm praying for you, okay. If you need me to bring food or something, like, you know, it would have been fine. It'd have been fine. And because that's the point I want to make, like, it'd have been fine. It'd have been, we square. Because you can only do what you can do, because there's a situation that happened, you just like, I can't leave because I'm stuck. You know, like you stuck somewhere and I was like, I can't, oh, you're muted, or it looked like your mouth was moving.
Yeah, I kept myself muted so y'all wouldn't hear these COVID sounds. I forgot. No, I was just gonna reply and say that, yeah, because if you don't volunteer, it doesn't mean you're not a friend. Right, but when you volunteer, you said it just elevated your stock.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you're saying. It's not a count against you, but the flip side of that is, if you needed the help and that friend did not, or the perceived friend did not offer the help,
right,
would you be offended? And right. I would say that you'd have to self-reflect, because if you need the help and you don't ask,
right,
you know,
right,
yeah,
right.
But I get it. I mean, there's nothing that, and you're talking, that's just one. I don't want to get too far off base because you were still providing your opening, but that's just one piece of it, I think, is what you're saying. That's an example, is what you're giving. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. It definitely, you know, would come with the actions. So I could shift. So what would you say is another piece of the building of friendship? I know we spoke about like a vulnerability matters to building a relationship, but what would you say would be another piece of that building a friendship? You know, what would be the setting an expectation? Like, what would it, you know, the nonverbal, you know, expectations? Because a lot of times, sometimes the expectations come out after you've hurt me. Like, you've done me wrong, you've done something, and then it's like, I thought we were cool. I thought, you know, and Sam, I know I'm co-signing on it. I thought I can share everything with you, you know, but obviously I can't, because, you know, you talk to everybody, you know, like, about everything, you know. So how can you preset an expectation, you know, I guess in a verbal fashion, you know, and like I said, I'm working this through my mind as I'm talking about it, but like in friendship, how do you set expectations? I know you have moments when you're hanging out with somebody and you've been with them a lot, and you're like, man, you're a great friend. I love the fact that I can confide to you. I love that I can tell you everything, you know, things of that nature. Okay. So Alicia says, I think friendship has a love language. Everyone has different expectations and different needs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that. Friendship does have a language.
Yeah.
Right. I
believe that. And the only reason I didn't say love language is because my bravado wouldn't allow me to.
It took me a lot. I'm repeating. I wanted to say the whole comment. I know. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. Listen. We working it out.
Listen. I love E. I love AD. I love Kaneem. I love my brothers. I love my friends. But in this particular context,
Right. It's a
You
little,
could tell that was
little
written
jealous.
by a female.
Right. Right.
You know, I can't speak love language to AD.
Right.
Psychologically, emotionally, I can't.
Oh, man.
Is that okay? Can I
I think I don't.
I don't want to
I think
offend
so.
my friend.
I'm cool. I'm saying, Sam, you gotta let him work it out. There's a, listen, we toned down a lot of level of macho-ness throughout these last decades. Like, let's keep it real. We've toned it down.
We are well in touch with our femininity.
Right.
We have
I'm
expressed
saying,
our sensitivities.
Sam, we're working it out, Sam. I'm tired. It's just this. You're watching the evolution of some guys trying to establish. Because honestly, all jokes aside, like if we can get to that expectation conversation with each other, it will clear up a lot of mess. Like, if he was like, "Yo, Aunt, I'm only connected to you because of blah, blah, blah," I'd be like, "Cool. Now I know." You know what I'm saying? Like, now I know where you stand. So when it's time for you to leave, I'm like, well, you're right. I guess he was only here for this particular reason or this season. And I know we talk about like the comrade and confidant, but honestly, like when you connect, you like friends. Like you're friends. It's just it's establishing those relationships. Let's see. But guys do have love. Yeah, we have love for each other. Sometimes they just don't know how to express it without the stigma. Yeah,
Absolutely.
in essence, yeah, or just how we kind of express it to each other. I think
I think it's a maturity thing. It's cultural.
Yeah,
It's maturity.
yeah,
It's a lot of that because if you go to Europe
right,
and the expression of affection, or you go to the Middle East, the expression of affection between friends is different. If you did hear what you see in Europe or the Middle East, or even in some parts of Asia, there would be another definition for it, right? I've seen two grown men walk down the street holding hands that were not a couple. They were friends.
I got you. They were friends.
Yeah.
I got you. Right. Even
Africa.
Right.
Yes. Africa.
Right.
I'm maybe everywhere but America. Maybe we'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Right. Another one of those. Like we just
somewhere else.
Yeah, because in America, for whatever reason, the stigmatism attached to male bonding or even female bonding can be totally misconstrued, misrepresented. So, but when we talk about friends, man, like I get in trouble because I believe I oversimplify friendship.
How so?
Okay.
I feel like I'm easy. I've learned I'm not. I have always felt like I'm easy to be friends with, because I'm just open. I'm a friendly person, right? But being a friendly person, AD, you said something earlier. Sometimes you can feel a certain way about a person, and they not feel as deeply about you as you do about them, right?
Yeah.
And so I can be friendly to AD. I can be friendly to Ephraim. I can be friendly to the whole group, the cast of guys that I have. And then someone who feels a connection that seems to be a little closer to me than maybe what I'm showing them has envy, because they see everybody else getting what they're getting and there's nothing unique.
I got you.
Right? That's where you get into the whole best friend and all of that.
Yeah.
I believe in the concept that the scripture says he that is to have has friends must first show himself friendly. So I make a point to just be friendly.
Yeah.
And whatever sticks, whoever sticks. Right. But I'm also pretty open.
What's the hard part?
Yeah.
I got you.
And I've learned that I talk too much. I share too much. I make people
Okay.
uncomfortable with my conversation if they're not as willing to share.
Right. Okay. I got you. Right.
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 And because they're uncomfortable and not willing to deal with that, they will avoid me. Right.
I got you.
And
I got
in
you.
your clip, Bishop T.D. Jakes said, I have to train myself. I have to prepare myself to accept your lack of response or your rejection. You don't call me back because you're not comfortable. I can't. Nah, man, that bro be talking about everything, man. I can't. he puts me in a place that I don't want to be. You know, he makes me think about things that I don't feel like thinking about. Yeah, so nah, I'm not gonna call. Hey, I'll hit you back in a month goes by. Right? And so, and it makes you feel a certain kind of way, but they won't tell you, I don't like these kind of conversations. I'm not there with you like that. Right.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Because you're right. It's funny, like that you said that you share. Like you're in a circle, like you share something deep, and you wait for them to share their depth, and they're just like, "Oh man, that's a lot." Oh man, that's wow.
Oh, that's my dude. That's my boy, man. What do y'all talk about?
Right.
The Lakers.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my man. 100 grand. What's his middle name? I don't know.
Right.
Hey, man. Me and you to the end of the earth, bro. For real?
Right.
For real? Yeah. Yesterday was your birthday?
Right. Woo!
Right.
Right. Yeah. But you know what's so funny? And while you was talking,
I'm just gonna ignore Samantha's last message.
Last two.
Last two. Let's do this one. My mama said, "So happy to see my son."
Love you, Mom.
Oh, so like, I think about the expectation, right? So if I've never opened up to any guy, right, like, and like me and Eve get tight, and I open up to him, and I realize, for me, opening up and his responses is like, oh man, I've never had a friendship like that. So now for me, E is now my best. For him, if he shared to me, like you, Pastor, like you could stop disrespecting my comment. We love you, Sam. We love you. So with me, with Edo, he shares with everybody. Like he shared this kind of stuff with a lot of people. So we don't have, like you said, a unique relationship. For me, my relationship to him is unique. His relationship to me is like, yeah, I'm a sharer. Like this is the level of stuff I share all the time. You understand what I'm saying? I realize that's how the kind of like supposed imbalance can happen. Because I'm like, yeah, that's my best friend. And he's like, yeah, that's my friend. Because for me, like I don't share this to nobody. I can't, and like I struggle with it. For him, it's just, oh, this is like water. For him, his judgment of best friend may be something else. And like you said, that explanation of expectation. So E, I want to throw it to you. How do you look at friendship or expectations, or how do you measure, or have you ever had the expectation conversation when it comes to certain relationships or friendships?
I mean, yeah, some of them have come up. Some of those conversations come up. Unfortunately, it's come up too late. It's
right.
Usually come up with a, "Bruh, I expected you to have been there," kind of thing. There's I don't think we should have too many friends.
Okay.
I think it's okay to be in different categories. Pastor talks about those 3 C's all the time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think it's all right. I think sometimes we get lost in the title of it all.
Right.
Like if it sounds bad to be someone's associate, and like, who wants, like if AD started going through a list of his best friends and I'm in the room and he didn't mention me, it would suck, right? But if you really look at it, if I'm not his best friend, that's okay. I think if you don't fall, because we all want to be special, and if I'm AD's best friend, then I'm special.
Right.
But that's just the title of it. You know what I'm saying? Am I really ready to step up and do what best friends do? There was a meme I saw, and this girl, she was writing a comment. She said, yesterday, the guy I've been dating for 7 months asked me why I'm single. I think a lot of times the expectations, you know, she thought she had a boyfriend. She thought she was dating somebody. He thought, you know, we were just doing what we do. So like a lot of times, you know, we're not on the same page with it.
Right.
So you really were hitting it on the head with, you know, if I talk to everybody, you might just, one person might just be a sharer. Another person might think that makes them special. I don't think you should have a lot of friends. If you, the same way, can I have a lot of wives? You know what I'm saying? Where does it like everybody would throw that out because, you know, that relationship supposed to be special, right? You know what I'm saying? There's certain things I'm supposed to kick it with her. So everybody be like, nah, you can't have a bunch of them. Right. But like, same thing with friends. Like, how I'm gonna be there for all y'all when y'all go to jail? How I'm gonna bail you and Pastor out? I ain't got that kind of money, huh? Well, somebody gonna have to take the L, all right? And somebody getting out tonight. You feel me? And I can't sit here talking about who my best friend is, you know. So there's some things that are required of us when we enter in certain relationships. I can't go to everybody's church, right? Because as a member of Solomon Temple, y'all expect me to send my tithes that way. Y'all expect me to show up at the function. Y'all expect me to do my part, to share my talent, treasure, and time, right? So how I'm gonna be a full-fledged member at Solomon's Temple and go to a church down in North Korea and a church in California? Like, how can I spread myself so thin and be that? Now, can I go to Solomon's Temple, be a full-time member, and send support to a ministry? You know, somebody over there, Samaritan's Purse, or no, well, not them, but it's somebody over there, you know, doing some work somewhere across seas. I can send some money, right? So I'm not limited because I'm AD's friend. I can call Pastor and check on him too. But I'm just saying, sometimes I think we get lost in the title, this best friend thing, because certain things come with certain titles. All right. And I think sometimes we spread ourselves too thin, you know, and I don't think you can be all things to all people. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna put Sam's comment. She said, "How's it a real person?" I'm sure she's going with the wife thing, and I agree. That's a big stretch.
With the
that's a huge stretch.
The wife thing, I'm saying, okay, it's obviously ridiculous when I say I want multiple wives, right? Obviously, right? But why do y'all say it's ridiculous? Because as soon as I say I want multiple wives, you think about the commitment I have to one.
Right.
I'm just saying, best friend seems to be very elusive, and we throw it out to everybody. And I think there's certain things, and everybody has their own individual expectation of what a best friend is, right? So if I have that expectation, I'm curious, how is 57 people filling that criteria? How am I doing that with 57 people? Am I going to 57 people's birthdays? And whatever your criteria is your criteria. But like, am I bailing all of y'all out of jail? Am I going to all y'all cookouts? Do I remember all y'all kids' birthday? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I'm just saying what's required of me as a best friend, I don't know if I can give that to 1 billion people. Is all I'm saying.
I got you saying. I get it. But I think with the best friend thing, I mean, you can give a lot. Like you have 24 hours in a day. You know, you got a week. You know, and some people don't require an every day, well, not every day, but every week connection or every month, because there are those that, you know, we had a span of time where we were close, right? Like right now, me and Pastor, like closest that we've ever been, you know, as far as our friendship relationship goes. Then there may come a season where we're not tight like this, you know, and say like 2 months span goes, and then I hit him up and we talk, like kind of catch up.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me tell you what happened. You know, kind of situation. And I think that's where friendship is still there, though. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. You said Pastor and I are closer than we've been.
Right.
I say we just continue to evolve. Right. Because closer than we've ever been says there was a point we weren't very close, but there's just more
Right.
time.
Right.
We've
That's true.
just had more time to
Time.
evolve
True.
and learn more about each other.
True.
So we've gotten closer over time,
Right.
right?
You're right.
And but the thing is, let me ask you something. Are we like that because of what you've done,
Mm.
because of what I've done, or because of who we are?
Mm.
Because I would ask you,
That's good.
are you different with me? Like, do the rules change?
Mm.
The traits of our interaction,
Right.
our relationship,
Right.
why are they different than who you would be with anybody else?
Mm.
You're only this kind of person with me,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So where does the trust come in? Elisha, the intimacy, the love, the commitment, right? The connection. What's she say? The connection and needs. Yeah, everybody wants or needs something different,
Right.
you know. But I feel like when you look at the makeup of friendship, and the best example I can give is this, because I heard you say, daily conversations and that kind of thing. Your best friend at 12,
Yeah. Come on.
your
Come on.
definition of a best friend at 12
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
is a world different
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
than
a
your
little bit.
definition of a best friend at 40,
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
So if you have a 12-year-old's mentality at 40,
Right.
calling me your best friend, I'm going to become your enemy
Right.
Mm.
because I don't have that kind of time.
Right.
I'm not going to be on the phone with you hanging out,
Right.
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 right? I'm not going to be at your house sitting on the couch.
Chilling.
Yeah. Braiding each other's hair.
Yeah.
Oh no, not
Do you think she like me? No, I don't know, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Sam said, "Who is looking for a best friend? Looking for best friends as an adult?" He said, "I don't have a best friend besides Anthony Walker. My friends, I hope I have a few. Nice and not 57, but
Right.
so right,
Yeah.
right,
And that's kind of my point. Like this whole concept of best friend,
EFF and stuff.
there are people that you are closer to than others.
right,
I have people that I can entrust with information,
Mhm.
with my feelings, and that's cool. I can't do that with everybody. I've learned
yeah,
because not everybody is going to treat your information with the same level of care. Not everyone is going to treat your emotions with the same level of care. Not everybody places the same value on it,
Mhm.
right? And a lot of times it's not because they don't like you, it's because they're just not well developed in that area.
Right.
I don't like calling people. I told y'all this last year.
Mhm.
How do you not like calling people and you pastor a church? You mean I gotta be good at calling people on the phone to be a pastor?
Right.
right.
No,
Just
I
like
just
Jesus
have to
did.
be a good communicator.
Mhm.
Just like
Mhm.
right.
Look, there's my friend.
What's up,
Hey,
Chick?
Dr.
Right. So I remember, some years ago, I had a friend and he got in trouble. He called me at like 3:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. I'm at home and he's like, "Man, I'm getting arrested and I'm on my bike. I need you to come down here." "Where you at?" Told me where he was. "I'm on my way." The police actually let him call while he was getting arrested
Wow.
because he didn't want to leave his motorcycle. So I get my wife to drive me. I go down to where he is, and they're arresting him. And he, he got money in his pocket, pulls a big old fat wad of money out of his pocket, like $3,000 he has cash in his pocket. And I'm, how you got this kind of money in your pocket? But, you know, he gives me his keys, you know, he gives me his stuff, his phone, and I jump on his motorcycle and I take his motorcycle to my house.
Right.
And then he says, I need you to bail me out. I'm like, cool. You just gave me the money. Right. But the process of like going there, this started at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
He didn't get released till like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I went to work from 3 o'clock. I had to go to where he was, get his bike to my house,
Right.
then give time for him to get processed.
Right.
And then wait and then go bail him out and then wait for them to release him.
Right.
And then bring him. And I'm like, this process was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah. And I had not done anything like that. I had never bailed anybody out of jail before.
Gotcha.
You know. But it lasted till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was just no question I was gonna do it.
Right.
You know, because he was my friend. Right? Now I have to explain that to my wife. Right. And she understood.
Okay.
Do what you got to do. Go get him because I believe he would do the same for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Yeah.
That too.
That's huge. That's
right.
a huge part of the friendship. Like to know that that's not a tick for tack, not love keeps a record, but just to know.
But hold
that
on,
it'll come through.
Here's the catch.
He didn't. Wait a minute. This better not turn.
She said.
Okay.
She said, I believe he would do the same for you.
Okay.
I never even considered it.
Okay. I got you.
I just knew I needed to do that for him.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't. It had nothing to do with whether or not
he would do it. Right. You're trying to get hung up on that.
Wait. So that in that particular situation, or that plays no factor for you?
No, I'm saying I didn't give any thought to whether he would have done it for me.
Right. Okay.
I just said my friend is in trouble. I got to go see about him. Right.
Okay.
And her response to me was, I understand, because she said, I believe he would do the same thing for you.
Right.
So she was acknowledging the friendship.
Right. Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
I kind of feel you. I even with Sam put, I feel that a little bit, but like, and once again, this is why, let me say at the base, I know I'm saying some things that people not feeling, but what I'm saying is at the base of shedding a lot of bad so-called friends.
I got you.
I think what it is as our definition of friendship grows, it's more important to find out who you, to better qualify who you put in that circle in the first place. So that those who are in my circle, those who are in my reach, those who are my friends, there is no hesitation, there is no problem to go ahead and do these things. Like what Sam's saying is real, but if you got some people in your life that don't give you that type of energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's important to put the right people in there. I have a family member. No, he's my brother. I got a brother. That if I get a call from my brother, man, I got two of them, so they know which one it is. But if I get a call from my brother, it's a highly likely, strong chance. We got pulled over one time, come from Florida, and he had a gun. My whole point. This is my point. My brother. It's very likely that I get a call from him and be already in the middle of some stuff with little to no information, and it's going to be an urgent matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I can't. My mama told me I can't get rid of my brother, so he still got to be there. But my whole point being, I watch the energy I give that particular brother.
I got you,
and I love him. I ain't saying nothing here. I won't tell him I love him.
I got you.
But I'm saying, you know, you want people in the circle that have that same type of energy, that same type of connection, right? Like if you and Sam was beating up on y'all kids, but y'all still as cool with me as y'all are, that'd be beyond uncomfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, as cool as Sam is, cool AD is, I don't like, the fact they throw their kids in the bathroom and lock them in there for 2 hours. That would mess up the thing, right? So I wouldn't want to be in that circle, right?
I got you. So basically, because I have a family member, uncle in the same kind of space. and connected, and those that have been in jail, you know, over and over, you know, it's constant. It's like, you know, and honestly, if I had a friend who was in and out, you know, like bailing out, like, you know, first couple of times, I'm right down there, you know, like past the 24-hour, how the 3 o'clock, you know, I'm there. I got you. But it just starts smelling like life, like like I'm your emergency what do they call them, bail bondsman. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my family, my side. But see, you said it.
Yeah, you
I'm
said you
talking
call
about- right.
now. I want to know.
my
I want to
uncle.
know. I want to know the Uncle Sam talking about now.
No, that's my uncle. You know, he's done time. And like I said, you in and out. You in and out. Like as a friend, you need to stay there for a minute. Like, you know, maybe the reason you keep ending up and then we in the same space, you calling me and I'm trying to run and scramble and do whatever to get you out is, you know, there may be a level of enablement. So I think as a friend, you need to get a little of this jail time, this little prison time. Just get a whiff of that. Hang around them folks a little bit longer. You know, maybe get into a fight or two. Maybe you'll stop the nonsense. You know, maybe. Just maybe, because I'm a friend.
Yeah, but you're talking about repetitive behavior.
Yeah, and that's
pattern.
repetitive, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Repetitive behavior. You know, and if I'm your friend, then I want to take steps to not enable bad behavior. You know, to not be a party to it. You know, you can't bring your hot items to my house.
But see, that's a whole nother. That's a whole different type of like. Let's take the example I just gave. If I was back a week later, having to bail that person out again,
right.
Our conversation is going to change.
Right.
Because a friend is not going to want to subject me. Right. So if I'm, you know, there's a lot of things that come into play here. But if we're just simply talking about friendship,
right,
you know, developing friendship and setting expectations, it's hard for me to set expectations. It's easier for me to just tell you and share with you the kind of person that I am.
Right.
Those are the expectations.
Yeah.
When I meet a person, you know, AD, when you and I met years ago, we didn't say, hey man, let's try to become friends.
Right.
We introduced ourselves to each other and boom, here we are 10 years later. I don't know how many years it's been. I don't even know.
Right.
What kind of friend are you?
Don't even know.
Don't even know the anniversary.
We don't see, like that's that bravado again. You know, today is me and AD's friendship anniversary. Nah, I'm gonna leave that to Facebook.
Right. I'm gonna let them determine when we connected.
So up, I believe that, bless you, Mike, it's a friendship relationship in and of itself is an evolution of things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you have commonalities. Yes. You have shared interests.
Yeah.
You know, you have trust.
Right.
You know, you have affection, love, appreciation. I value your presence in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the things. And what I've learned about people, my interaction with people is, number one, not everybody is where you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Even people that you deem to be close to you.
Yes.
They may not be where you are. And then how you find out is through disappointment. Because you had an expectation and they failed to meet that expectation, and it shifted how you view them. That's real. I heard you say earlier, well, I would have expected you to be there.
Right.
Right. And that's why I say, yes, thank you, Samantha. That's part of the expectation setting. And so when things like that happen, friendship covenant, which is agreement, requires communication.
Mhm.
If something happens that does not sit well with me, I have to be friendly enough, love you enough to say it.
I gotta be friendly enough to receive it too.
Yeah.
And you have to be loving enough, committed enough to receive it.
Mhm.
Right? Friend loveth at all times, but the brother is born for adversity.
Mhm.
Isn't that statement? Did I say that right?
Yeah, you got it.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. Sounds right. We're gonna rock it.
You don't really know what you have until adversity comes.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I really didn't know what I needed from you until that situation came as well.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of
And,
hard
and,
to set
and
those.
if you were not able to provide what I needed,
Mhm.
does my view or relationship with you change?
Right.
It's true.
You know, I got a homeboy named Joe who came through for me in a real tough time, and I cannot pay him back for that time period that he came through for me.
Right.
Took me to work several days, you know what I mean? No charge for gas. My car went down, and if I wasn't able to go and get that little check, I wouldn't have been able to maintain my situation, right?
Right.
If I don't know where Joe at. I know he in Duval, but if I see Joe right now, I bless his socks off. But it don't matter if I give him $1 million. He did for me in a time I couldn't do for
Right.
myself. So it's a little bit, it's harder, a harder debt to repay.
Right.
But you know, like
100%.
me, I don't even know where this man at, but he good with me right now.
Right.
So
right.
there's bonds we form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would call Joe a friend, but I wouldn't
Right.
define the same way as I do AD. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you know,
got you.
and it's kind of like the friendships I consider like now is something that I'm actively connected to, actively building. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so you know, and then don't slide because I don't know what to put McCory in. Is he a mentor or a friend? Is there a difference? I don't know.
right.
And then he's a
Right,
superintendent.
right.
He got a lot. That man got about 8 things going on over there, right? So I don't know how.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of new things coming along.
But here,
so,
but can I insert something right there, bro?
Yeah.
That's the problem. You trying to categorize me based on what's on me instead of what's in me.
Trying to make it make sense, no?
Right. You're trying to make right. And what I'm saying is dismiss the titles only matter when we're in that setting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know I'm going against all the rules with the preachers and all that. I'm bishop this and I'm pastor this, and I'm superintendent this, and I'm evangelist this and all. Nah.
Yeah.
What's in the most if the title goes away, then what am I?
Right.
How would you treat me then? Right? Because you said, I don't know if he's a friend or if he's a mentor. The answer is yes.
Right.
I am. I'm exactly that. I'm a friend. I'm a mentor. Yeah, I'm all of those things. I'm whatever you need me to be.
Right.
Not because I'm a superintendent, not because I'm a pastor, because I'm B.
Right.
I just happen to be a superintendent of churches. I happen to be a pastor of a church. Right. Yeah. So
Right.
I think it's more important. And again, I respect titles. Believe me, I do. I really, really do. Maybe I don't.
you military, you do.
Right.
It's in you. It's in the core.
Yeah. But I think it's more important.
He was on the scene.
I said B. I didn't put killer on the front. I didn't put killer.
Yeah.
But again, I still feel like, you know, when you define friendship, there's only one title. Friend.
Yeah.
Right.
But let me throw this out there though. Like, I mean, church is maybe different than work, but like, if you carry different titles that correspond to the space we're in, you know, I might be like, you my friend, but now you in this other space. I don't want to mess up how you look at me by sharing as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, I don't, you know, like I need to step into a role that I need to be confident, but I'm not. But I don't want to share that with you because I don't want the one that may have to make a judgment on something. Like you're gonna go with Bishop and the elders and make a judgment on something. Then I've told you I'm afraid. Like and you sit in the council like, it's Ephraim. Is him
That's
being
so messed up.
afraid will not help with the coalition of whatever we're doing, and everyone's like, I don't think he's afraid, but in your mind, because you had a direct conversation with him, you're like, this dude is afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about that. Like, I get what you're saying, Pastor, as far as passing the title and seeing. He said, okay, so Sam says that we don't really have the relationship I thought we had. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
You know more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or even
I got out of a fight once. I was with a group of friends, got into it with some other people. Won't go into the details. But not everybody shed blood. A couple of us got in, and there was one person who kind of avoided the physical contact. When we got out of that situation, someone looked at that dude and was like, yo, what happened?
I don't like fighting.
Because if we were getting ready to go again because this dude didn't put up hands. And it was like, how are you here with us and you're supposed to be our homie and you didn't bleed with us?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody has a limit.
Yeah, 100%.
To how far
100%.
They're willing to go.
Yeah.
100%.
And that situation exposed is.
That situation exposed it. Right?
Right.
Now, this person said, I wasn't going to win. But our response was, it was never for you to win. It was for us to stick together.
That was the expectation.
Right. That was the expectation.
I just wasn't in the mood for a beat down today. I just didn't want to.
But you know what's funny about that, Pastor? It doesn't mean that person wouldn't fight. It just exposed that he wasn't willing to fight for y'all. So there might be another group where he might throw hands as soon as something. Because I done seen people out about their lady, like So
Well, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
True.
Is this person now dismissed?
Limited,
right?
Bare minimum.
Because the reality is, what I learned is that when it came down to throwing hands, I know I can't count on you.
Yeah.
Right. Because of the situation. Right. True.
Yeah.
True. And you know what's crazy about that, Pastor? Y'all not gonna throw hands every day. So it's not even a daily requirement. But to know that if it came back up, I already have to count you out. It's a tough pill to swallow. Right. It's hard.
It's a tough pill to swallow
every day, knowing that you won't throw hands with me.
You and your buddies go to the park to play basketball,
right?
And it's 7 of you all,
and
you all have 6 ballers,
right?
And y'all have the dude who can't even dribble,
right.
But he has on his sneakers. And his shorts.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wants the ball because he feels like he's part of the crew.
Right.
Y'all get to the park and it's open court. You got it. Y'all know how we do it.
Yeah.
You got to shoot from the top of the key.
Okay.
First 2 to make it, captains.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you start picking your teams.
Right.
You look right at your homie. Right. He's not getting picked.
Right. You're not. I already know why.
He's not. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're not getting picked.
Yeah.
You're gonna be over there on the sidelines,
Yeah.
dribbling the ball, the spare ball, the ball that's slick, that doesn't have any grip on it anymore.
Right.
Right? That's where you're gonna be over there.
Right.
You know, or run to the store and get us some water, something.
Right.
But the thing is that bad?
I think, in that instance, though,
That's a good flip.
It's like we got to be honest about our relationship and what you do. You
Right.
got to be honest. Like, you can't play. People know they can't play. I know
No.
I can't play. I'm
No.
the spare
But
dude.
here's
No,
the thing,
that ain't right.
Because does it matter that I can't play? What matters is that I participate with my friends.
Yep. And I can't expect him to fight if I won't let him play.
May not be the same dude.
yeah.
Right.
But the
Right.
expectation is still the same, right?
Yeah.
I want you to connect. I want you to be
Yeah.
a part of that, and that's what this looks like.
I'm
So-
inviting you to the barbecue, but do not bring your potato salad
Please.
because your potato salad has raisins in it. I love you, but you know nobody's gonna eat that.
Keep that potato salad.
But do you still let him bring it though? He can take it right back home. I don't know. That's tough.
Who made this? Who made this?
It's funny, but the reality is
No, it's
Yeah.
true.
friendships are lost
On things like this.
for stuff like that.
True. But it's that expectation. It's that clarity. It's that communication. It's the nah, keep that at home.
See, you're not my friend. I am your friend. I'm trying to protect you.
Right. Okay, I don't want your potato salad.
I'm trying to help your wallet. I don't want you to put all that energy and finance and time into that potato salad, knowing that it's gonna
Right.
sit and go bad.
Yeah.
I love you too much to have you do that.
Yeah.
Right. Friendship. Right. There we go. He said, "Do not bring it." Friendships are lost
Right.
because of lack of communication. Yes, indeed, indeed.
I have lost friends because I was not available for them at a time where they thought I should have been there, and I
Yeah.
didn't even know I was required.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what is friendship? Friendship is open, honest communication, affection, commonalities, trust,
Right.
adoration, encouragement. Friends encourage, they lift up, they're honest with each other. Right. I love you even though I know you can't cook.
We can't. Right.
Yeah, I love you for real, but I'm not eating your food.
Yeah.
We can hang out, we can spend time, but you are not cooking.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's sometimes I wish it was that, so it's more balanced. Like like Sam can cook, so like if she couldn't, then it'd be like, oh well, I'm here for you because you can't cook and you still here, But like, and
Right.
if you don't have real friends that tell you that soon, it can get messed up. So like, if your friends love you so much, they've been eating your potato salad, and then when we become friends, I tell you how nasty it is. You're not gonna see me as keeping it real. You're gonna say I'm a
Let me say, anybody that and this is me taking this liberty when it comes to cooking. You just brought up Samantha. If we're going over to the Walker's house, or the Walkers are sponsoring any type of event
Right.
where food is involved in Samantha's cooking,
Mhm.
if I've been invited and I show up and I don't see baked ziti,
all that salmon.
if I don't
That
like,
little
if I
stuff
don't,
underneath.
if baked ziti is not on the table, I'm gonna feel like for some reason Samantha got a problem with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
that has ever been at an event,
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
she could cook it
Yeah.
may just be
Yeah.
a staple of what she
Right.
does.
Yeah.
But she just decided not to do it that day.
It's
Right.
personal.
I don't
Said,
know
"No,
that's
we
what
ain't
it was.
friends.
Yeah.
If
Right.
if baked ziti is not there,
Yeah.
Me and Samantha gonna have a problem. Now, I'm gonna tell her my feelings are hurt, and hopefully we'll work through it. But I'm gonna think that's some kind of attack on me.
Yeah. I think so.
Right. So
So all y'all
Keita
that eat her ziti, y'all need to know she really cooked that for me.
Yeah. You just happen to be there.
you just been blessed to be in the presence when I was there. Keita said something good. That's good. I'd rather a foe you tell me the truth rather than, like I said, discussing it when I'm not around to others. That's
Well,
good.
so here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, and I agree. I completely understand that, Keita. If I'm not willing to say it to you, I shouldn't be willing to say it to anybody.
Yeah.
That's real talk. I think what happens sometimes is people struggle in how to approach you, struggle with how to approach.
Yeah.
And so they may go to someone else in the circle
Yeah.
for insight,
On how to navigate.
how to navigate. And people, instead of just respecting the need for insight, they may go back and tell you, well, such and such came to talk to me about you, and girl, you need to stop. Why are you talking to you?
Messy.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, who's wrong?
Right.
Now, I'm not asking, it's a rhetorical question. It's just an example of how things can go awry very, very quickly. And in that regard, I would rather say, I struggle to even approach you with this because I don't know how you're going to take it, but I'm going to try the best I can anyway. Let's have a conversation.
Right. Definitely.
So we can try to work through it.
It's a,
Yeah.
but if you are friends, you should understand our friendship. I think. Listen, but let's flip it from both sides. I think sometimes people are really sensitive, and have you ever had to try to have that sensitive conversation, and you know the person's sensitive, and you think about 1,000 ways to say this in the most gentle way possible, you know? And we talk about food, right? Because I remember, you know, Sam started, you know, cooking and everything, and people have asked me like, do I cook? I'm like, no, my wife does. And they're like, is it good? I'm like, well, it's amazing to me. Like I always tell people, like, it's amazing, and that's the truth. I'm like, I don't know if you like it, but I love it. You know, like, so, and when we started cooking, I know it's an extended version. Listen, we're on a good roll. I know y'all probably got to go in a minute, but the thing is,
I'm off work today, so I'm good.
when it comes to like the cooking aspect and things like that, when she started cooking, I'm like, well, everyone keeps coming back, and we stand with cooking, so I guess they like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not been, you know, everybody. I've seen full plates, and then they're empty, so I guess they like it. Like it, but it's how do you express? Like and we know folks that love to cook, but they can't cook. You know, or they love to do something. And listen, we might have an after talk. Y'all let me know. It's something I love doing. And like, man, I'm gonna need you to stop singing. Don't do that anymore, please.
I think because I'm
love
happy,
you, brother. Right. But I'm just saying, like, how?
But see, to me, like, but again, you're talking about what's the price tag? What's the emotional price tag on that? Right. Man, you know you can't sing. Stop singing. I sing every week, and no one
has stopped you yet.
No, people have said things. Actually, people have said, what's funny is people have said, "Oh, you sure know you can sing." And I'm like, y'all just love me so much.
Yeah.
Because when I listen to the playback, I realize I can't sing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Like, I thought I was killing it in a moment.
Yeah. Well, I want to go. Here's the thing. There's a value. There's an emotional value that you put on a friend, and the value that you put on the friend, on the relationship, makes room for fault.
Okay. I'm gonna make you pause. You gotta pause. Because we're gonna get into that. The value. Placing value on friendship. We're gonna continue this tomorrow. Yep, I just stopped it. Because you know, I was like, oh yeah, because I didn't want to go all because that's a whole nother the value. All right. Perceived value and real value when it comes to friendship. So we're gonna get into
The
that.
difference
So
between handing someone a mint and telling them their breath stink.
wow.
Mm.
All right. So we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Make sure you join our text community so you will know when we go live. Text LWN to 84576. We look forward to seeing you guys. Continue to stay safe, do the right thing. Know that we love you. God loves you more. And stay safe. All right. Peace out.